Welcome to the Velvet Podcast. In our previous episode, we looked at some common conflicts faced by designers with their clients. Today, we are taking a step further to really dive into client management. We need our business to thrive, and it's very important we understand how to manage our clients. Today, I'll be joined in by a seasoned business consultant, an incredible personality, whilst we look at all the bits we need as designers to manage our business. We are proudly sponsored by Limpa Fabrics for all your couture fabrications, for fabrics that will blow the minds of your clients when you're making those stunning dresses. Look no further. It's Limpa Fabrics. I'm Dr. Clement Asemnyra. We go for a quick break. When we come back, we will dive into the conversation. Dear designer, are you in search of a one-stop shop for all your couture fabrications? Whether you are crafting stunning wedding gowns or elegant dresses, Limpa Fabrics is your ultimate destination. Limpa Fabrics offer an exquisite selection of luxurious fabrics, from bejeweled embroidered laces to silk organzas, silk mikados, timeless pieces that will bring your designs to life. Visit us in East Legon on the Adringano Road. Contact us on 0256 949 413 or 0559 997 978. Visit us on Instagram at Limpa Fabrics and have a feel of our exquisite fabrics, which will dazzle your mind and bring your designs to reality. Walk into our shop and experience a true couture haven.
Hello Africa, I'm Tan Piyasit Wangpom, founder of Emotion Academy and creative director of Emotion Atelier. I am thrilled to announce that I will be bringing my expertise to Nigeria and Ghana, proudly hosted by Dream College of Creative Art.
With over 32 years of experience in fashion design, specializing in dressmaking, draping, sewing, and pattern making, I'm excited to share my atelier secrets with you. This September 2025, join me for a series of masterclasses on bridal dressmaking, pattern making, and draping.
Dear designer, this is priceless opportunity you can't afford to miss.
Instead of the costly journey to study abroad, thanks to Dr. Clement Asemnyra, you now have the chance to learn from me at an affordable rate, right in your home country. Choose your preferred class today, reach out to Dreams, and secure your spot before they fill up.
I'm looking forward to welcoming you in class and embarking on this creative journey together. I'm Tan Piyasit Wangpom, and I will be your instructor. See you soon.
Welcome back from that quick commercial break. Like I said in the intro, joining me is an incredible personality, a business consultant, a humanitarian, a seasoned entrepreneur. I mean, it's going to be a mixture of her personal experience with professional advice on how we can manage our clients professionally. We may have our own means of solving the situation, but there are some steps or some strategies that are very appropriate, and she's going to take us through it. Welcome, Akosia.
Thank you, Dr. Clement.
Yes, and this is the Velvet Podcast, so we have a tradition. I'm going to serve you with a velvet cake. Just pick good. Ooh. You need to take a bite, and it will enable us to have a clear conversation. So let's go, and the bites of the velvet cake.
Sounds good.
Icy, for an icy conversation. Yes, so we are talking client management. On our previous episode, we had two incredible designers. We actually dive into common conflicts that usually happens between fashion designers and clients. We have numerous, and I'm very sure you've taken a look at that episode. We are now looking at the business side of the professional side of all these, because we all have our personal way of solving these issues. But I feel we have some authentic, strategic what means to carve the situations, because a lot of us are in tricky waters, and doing things right is very helpful. Every business, not just fashion, but I believe every business, the clients make the business what it is.
Right.
From coming from a business, background, and with what you do, how do you view clients in relation to the growth of a business?
Well, clients are the biggest part of the business, I should say. Somebody will say that they are part of the business, but to me, clients or customers are the business itself, because without them, you don't have a business. You could have the best products in the world, as in having all the products and the services in the world, but without customers or without clients, you will make sales because they bring in the money. And so for every business to thrive, there is the need for clients. And so clients play a very big role in business. That is why we don't joke with clients.
I totally understand. You know, a lot of us get into business, not just fashion. We get into business for so many reasons. Sometimes you don't even have plans starting a business, but you get an opportunity or something will happen and you feel like, oh, can I start this? Can I try this? Then you end up finding yourself in business.
Right.
A lot of designers, whether they train formally or informal wise, they have a business and they are running it.
Okay.
At a point, I just feel like everyone running a business needs some kind of psychology, which should connect to emotional intelligence,
Right.
human understanding, because it's difficult. Pleasing client, trying to, sometimes you try as much as possible to make it work, and it seems so difficult. Why?
Well, I think, like you're saying, because first of all, they are entering into the business, all they think about is the business, but they don't consider the people that will make the business. And they don't take care of, as in, the things that make up the people that will bring in the money. And truly, I started my business right from uni, GIJ. That was in 2024, like it's almost like 10 years, 11 years now. And so dealing with clients, it's very, very difficult. And when I started, even though I didn't have an idea about it, but then when you have the emotional intelligence, you'll be able to deal with it. So for every person that is venturing into a business, first of all, the business idea has come, or probably you are lucky enough to have money to venture into the business. But you have to think the people that are bringing in the money, everybody is not like you. Probably your temperament, how you behave towards other business. And so you have to factor in the people that are coming to you. How are you going to manage them? Because if you don't manage them well and they go, probably they'll not come back again. Yes, it is difficult, but if you also factor in before you start the whole process, I think it's going to be easy for you.
Meaning, you will require or you will comment on the fact that it's important. Once you even have a business, you have to take up maybe some basic studies in client management or business management.
Absolutely.
And you're not just focusing on the fact that you have a business.
Yes, you have to take up a training if you have the means. Of course, if you don't too, probably you have to consult other people that are in business to learn from them. But every there and then, it's very important that, first of all, you have to take up the training. If, like I say, if you don't have the means, as in the money to go in for a professional, you have to consult the other people that you know who have done it before to give you that basic advice. The petty things that you need to know before you go in. Because if you don't take time, you will sack all the people, all your customers, and then you'll be left with just your business. And without them, like I said, there is no business.
You don't have a business.
Yes.
Which totally makes sense. Education is important. It's not just about the fact that you have money to start a business or you feel you have an idea, which is very important. It means even if we have businesses, there is no issue in relation to learning on the job. If you have to take a break and do a short course on business management, client management is very important, because you really want the growth. You want to see your business grow. And that is a dream of every business person. Now,
Doug, I won't cut you, but then as the business owner, as in the main person behind the business, whilst probably you know about it, don't forget that maybe you'll be having workers, and your workers are coming from different background. They have no idea or how you even want your business or how you even want your client to be dealt with. They have no idea about it. And so it only happens that people will have the greatest customer service when you are present, but in your absence, it becomes zero. So whilst you are thinking about yourself, you have to think about
the staff as well. It
You have to
totally
carry them
makes
along.
sense. Because there are some businesses that individuals are so excited dealing with maybe the owners, and they feel like how you treat me or how you handle things is way better than how. Okay, so,
and so they will not come when the owner is not there.
Exactly.
They will never come when the owner is not there. But for me, I'll use my business, my salon as an example. When I'm not around, they are able to take care of the clients, and they feel even comfortable with them because how they treat them, they love it. And it's because I have impacted in them how I want them to treat the customers when they come in. Even though, because when you do that, it will always be about you. It will not be about the business. And if that happens, your business will gradually be dying off without you knowing. So let's assume you even travel or there are days that you cannot go to work. It means there won't be business because somebody comes and the first question is, your madam around? No, she's not. Then
what you're saying, I totally agree, and I personally have an experience with that. I remember years back in relations to Dreams College. Literally everything was built around me, and without me, everyone can't even do anything. And I realized at a point I really wanted to take a break, go and focus on something. So there was a need of having to groom or impact my team in a certain way that without me, they can operate. And for the past years, it's been so incredible that I can just walk away and things are done exactly the way I wanted done when I'm around. So I think this totally makes sense. Now let's get into the part of you wanting to start business. We have a lot of us, we start business and we learn on the job. We make the mistakes, we try to figure things out, we keep learning. I mean, learning doesn't stop.
Exactly.
However, I feel, especially if you go to most of the developed countries that really get certain things right, you realize before someone starts a business, they have so many things in place that there is that small chance for try and error. But for us, the try and error is extremely high. Once it works, it works. If it doesn't work too, you are just still navigating. Let's look at the fashion business based on the challenges we had discussed in our previous episode. We want to look at certain things we can put in place as a brand to help. We can't reduce this or say we are taking this whole situationship out 100%.
Absolutely.
But we aim at reducing how the whole thing happened. Can you share light on some of the structures or things we can do to enable us have a smooth relationships with our clients?
All right. So I think running a fashion business is one of the most difficult in terms of clients, like in the fashion designer
and the client relationship.
Yes, and the relationship, because most of the time it's either they have like arguments, they are fighting or some misunderstandings and all. And when you do that, as somebody building a brand, it's very difficult. And if you don't take care, you'll be frustrated and probably you even back off because your business is about your clients. Like you deal with everybody, like people sew. And so we come to you for the service. And when I come in, then you do that. It's really heartbreaking. So first of all, I think that for fashion designers, before you even start your business, you have to first of all have your contract in place.
Wow.
Having a contract is very, very, very important as a fashion designer because your contracts will outline your policies, your delivery details, your return or refund, like everything that entails in your business is in the contract. So for instance, when I come to you that I want to sew maybe my wedding gown or engagement thing or something, the first thing I have to get is your contract. What does your contract say? And not just to hand over like a booklet to me to read. You have to have a consultation with me. Like, this is my brand. This is what I stand for. And so as you are coming for me for the service, this is what you should expect. Everything is in there. We go through one by one. What do I stand for? What duration am I getting? My how is my deposits, whatever entails, and how when are you even getting me my fabrics? What can everything that entails in the service you are giving have to be in the contract form.
Great. So, I mean, a written documentation. This is amazing. I think I would have to record a special episode on the contract.
All right.
How this contract can be prepared to enlighten our designers.
The contract is very, very important. I always tell people that, business people I come in contact with, having a contract saves you so many troubles for both clients and then the fashion designer. Because when you come to me and I have a contract, you probably understand it. Like, I read everything to you, I explain, you understand my policies.
What is expected of me
and what's expected of you. We outline everything, and so there is an agreement, there is an understanding before you even leave my premises. And so tomorrow, if there is misunderstanding or something, we all
go back to it, and then we know what is. But a lot of the brands, they are scared of contracts because they feel when they share these policies with the clients, they sometimes don't come again and all that.
It is very true. I have encountered, even not in fashion, but if you tell somebody that we have to have a contract, trust me.
They are scared.
You will not see them again.
But it's good, The beginning of everything is quite dicey. Sometimes you're a bit confused. You need certain things put together, so you feel like, oh, I don't want to let everyone go. But I feel if you want to see a beautiful, bigger picture in future, you should be able to sacrifice at the beginning stages, allowing people go, allowing things to look a bit harder for the greater good. And it's important we try and understand this and do this right. So starting your fashion business, we need a contract.
We need it. Because the big fashion brands that we know, they have it. You cannot just go to them and then have your dresses sewn for you. There is a contract that you have to go by. And so as startup fashion designers, it is very important to outline it. Not anything too difficult, but you just have to put something down, signatories attached, where you all understand that. When a third party picks this document, you know that this is the contract, this is what we agreed to. You get it. So sometimes it can even be through your WhatsApp messages or something but the moment the person comes to you for your designs and all that, you should let the person know that this is my policy, this is the contract that we have to. And at the end, trust me, it saves everyone the stress. It saves everyone the stress.
It saves everyone the stress. It's so important. So we all need a contract. And just like I mentioned, if you don't have a contract, this is the Velvet Podcast. We bring you nothing but the best. Due to this comment from our resource person, we are going to have a special episode where we get to learn how to properly design a well-structured contract. So yes, we are going to have a contract. It's needed. Apart from the contract, what else can we consider in protecting or building a smooth relationship between ourselves and our clients?
I think you have to take feedback. You have to be able to take feedback. Criticisms really help in building a brand. Okay, so customers or usually clients, some of them are truly honest to give you a feedback. If it doesn't go well, you should be able to take it. If it goes well and they praise you, that be it. But you shouldn't always stand for the appreciation. You should be able to accommodate it when it doesn't go well. So for instance, if I come to you to design a dress for me, at the end of I saw something on Facebook the other time, like a wedding gown. The person was able to mention the brand's name of how expensive the service was, but how bad the attire, like the whole wedding gown, turned out to be. And when she complained, she didn't get any feedback, any response, and how she has regretted. This is something that she said she paid so much, and of course the brands you pay. So I understood her frustrations and everything, but the fact that they were not able to take the feedback, but rather was rubbishing everything, really, it's something. So as startup fashion designers or someone building a brand for your fashion, you should be able to take feedback. You should be able to embrace it. Like, sometimes I say that you even have to go for it. Like, somebody comes to you to sew a dress. At the end of the day, if the person is not coming back or coming to give you the feedback, you should be able to reach out to
and find out how they felt wearing the piece.
Exactly.
Were they comfortable in it? Did you like the fabric?
Absolutely, because some of them will not even tell. Some of them will make up their, oh, this didn't go well. I'm sure I'll not go to the person again. For mine. But if you're able to ask the person like how they felt, probably if it doesn't go well, you make them feel like you put yourself in their shoes, and then you express how you feel to them, apologize, and make sure you work on it next time. Trust me, they will come to you because they know that you have them at heart. You have their interest at heart. So as somebody building like a brand, you should always be able to take feedback.
Feedback,
yes.
And it's not always about we taking the money all the time, but we should equally take feedback. That is important. So I think the contract part was great, and the feedback part is great. I now understand. You go to some top businesses, not necessarily fashion, but they have a means of gathering info from you or clients. Sometimes it can even be a restaurant. They can find out how the food was, or a hotel, how the services was. But I also believe we have a lot of businesses that they take this feedback, but they don't really work with it, because people comment
very bad.
that you take feedback from us, but we still don't see the change or anything happening with the business. What about that?
Well, I think it's bad, and it's not going to help your business in the long run. Probably you think that you've had your way with this time, but the person is not going to come back to you again. The person, because there are a lot of people out there, like a lot. Once somebody recommends, and like, for instance, you tell me about it, I complain, I'm like, oh no, I have this person, that's why she's not like that. You can go to, that is it, they've stolen your customer. And so you should be able to, no matter how it is, like, address it. Because in business, like, it is hard. Dealing with customers, honestly, is hard. For instance, I sold something to somebody last month, and I mean, this is an expensive product, okay, but the person bought from me first and then recommended a friend to me to buy. This person is outside Takrade. So the person paid money ahead of time for me to send the item. Now I was there. I think the next day, the person sent a message that, oh, the bus that was bringing the item had an accident and everything was burnt, like everything. So I had to contact the station master, and truly they sent me pictures and like, the car had a problem and everything was burnt.
Oh my God.
Now I was like, no, this person has bought twice from me. The third time recommended me to somebody, and now the thing is burnt, and the person will even think that you are going to spend my money or something else. So of course I had to just offer the help to give a free product to the person to be given to the one that was buying. And trust me, after that, I've had about 5 orders coming in from the same person.
Just because of what you did?
Just because of what I did. And he called me, he was so happy, and like the way he expressed, you could see that he has never experienced. He was surprised. I told him not to worry, he was like, are you sure? I said yes. And afterwards, so you see, I have made more than I even sent to them, like the extra I sent. So sometimes you just have to put the money aside and then look at the future, like what is going to bring. Because you see this thing, it has really, and the next time somebody else needs it, I'm sure he's going to do the recommendation and I'll have a gig again. So even though it's difficult, we have to try as much as possible that once customers complain, we must put ourselves, because you can't pay high amounts of money and then it will go. We have to always put them first, make them happy, and once they are happy, they are going to come back.
Business.
Yes.
This totally makes sense. And with what you just commented on, I think I still connect to what you said at the beginning, that we being knowledgeable in business, management or client relationship is important. So can we consider that as a third point, that education is key? Education is key. Because without education, you can't run a good business.
I always tell people, without education, you know me, I'm so particular about education when it comes to education, because education will open your mind. It will give you the knowledge that you need. And so for you to be a good business person and then a good entrepreneur, you first of all need education. And once you get the education, you are empowered to carry your business on your head. And you know the do's and don'ts. And so there are certain things that you wouldn't even wait for somebody to tell you. You yourself, you know that this is how I want it to. Because in my MBA class, I mean, a lot of people came, they are not business people, but before we finished, they had started their business. And those that were business people, I mean, having business too, before we finished, they knew that, oh, I was doing this thing wrong, but this time I'll be able to. So even if it's not like a full 3-year or 2-year course, a short course. Now we have a lot of short courses.
A lot. Even online, if you don't want even a physical, you are too busy, we have online platforms that you can sign up. Just be committed to the course.
And learn, educate yourself, learn, get to learn. It's important. Education is so good for your business. And trust me, if you add that to it, your business is going to move from A to Z. It is powerful.
I mean, so much nuggets of wisdom here, and I am super excited about this. I know my designers are taking notes.
Right.
They're excited about this as well. Thank you so much. But let's also see, we have looked at contracts.
Okay.
We are going to get our contract. Once we have our contract as well, we serving our clients, like you clearly stated. We'll try and take reviews from them to be sure that we are doing the right thing. We'll equally educate ourselves so that we are empowered enough to make the right decisions, to be able to please or make our clients feel welcome into the business that we are running, that we need them to make it work. So looking at this, what other factors can we consider in also building? I mean, we can have one or two. So adding more wouldn't kill us. So yeah, if we can have another point, so I think it will help.
Now, most businesses are online. Most of them have their businesses online. So just people forget that having your business online is just the same as walking into a shop to also buy from, like walking into your shop to require that I want to sew this, I want to sew. As a fashion brand, if you have your business, like people take pictures, videos of your dresses and all that, somebody comes to your comment section, comments or probably DM you to ask for this. I went for a program last week, Sunday, baby christening. And afterwards, I will tell you the person. I probably know the person. And she wore, I mean, her friend came with her. And the friend, like, right then, the friend was like, oh, meet my friend. She's a fashion designer. She does this and that. So she showed us up, like, her page. And everybody, you know me, I took her, I was like, oh, this is nice. I want this and all that. Everybody was enthused about the thing. And somebody was like, oh, how much do you think, how much is this? If I don't know the price. Like, oh, but you saw it. Yes, you first of all have to come. And the answers the person was giving, like, it was so bad because it was about 20 people on the table. You are selling yourself and look at how.
At that moment, it was a great opportunity to present yourself as a brand because we've had an image of you online. Now give us the traditional image.
Wow, but how she presented the thing was so bad. So when she got up, I mean, when they left the scene, and the people were like, oh, this girl, look at the number of people here.
You've lost all of them.
All of us. Because if you are saying that you are the one who sewed the dress, like you've seen it for yourself, taking videos and it's nice, because you said it's you don't know the cost. So, like, we have to come in first. But you should be able to give us estimates.
Exactly.
So let's say, like, I use 3 years. Maybe your size, you may use 4 or something. So just budget this amount. But she didn't know. So I'm saying that if somebody walks into your online shop or probably you meet somebody, the way you even talk to them, the relationship you build at that experience you live with the person, the value at that moment will make the person come back to you. But when I come to you in your DM, I'm asking questions, you feel that I'm asking too many questions, and so like you can't attend to me. I think that is very bad. So the same way we will attend to people when they walk into our shop is the same way we should treat people who inquire for our services online. Because I've seen that that's really a big challenge. Like, people don't see the online space as your physical shop, but that is it. Like, the same way you welcome somebody you meet in person is the same way you should take into that online space. So as fashion designers, clients, they have questions, like so many questions. So you should be able to have the patience and welcome us as you do. Yes.
I remember a lesson I had in a buying class, and the instructor commented on the fact that, you know, in relation to brand identity, we have the tangible and intangible, so, and experiences. If somebody comes to your page and sees very good things, they're excited about the content you post and all that, and they love, they dream of buying something from you or having you make their address. So already they have this whole media or digital experience of you as a perception in their mind. Now when they pick their phone and call even the company, whoever talks to them, that is also an experience. So if I have a kind of image and someone picks up and I realize they are talking so loud, they are not listening to me, it becomes an offer. I go like, is this the brand I've admired? Is this it? You get it? So I think what you are saying is very important. Just like you commented on at the beginning, it's not just about we training ourselves to be the leads, but also the people we are working with, because you can manage the clients well, but you have that girl handling the phone who doesn't even have any experience in customer service, but due to necessity, or maybe the person's out of school, you've employed the person to manage the business phone without any on-the-job training, and they now talk to clients anyhow, and sometimes you meet clients and they are telling you that, who is that handling your phone? Anytime I call, she's screaming, she's doing this. So I think that is really important.
Okay, Doc, so before we end, I think that in building the relationship, we have to also have the interest of the customers at heart. Like, we have to personalize them. With time, you get to know your clients and what each of them loves or likes. So the moments like the person comes back, like the return clients, you get to know, everything that makes them.
Exactly.
You're not going to start afresh. Okay, and for instance, you have, when I say personalize their interests, like you have their birthdays written down, you have like special occasions. So if, for instance, a person came to have a wedding design or a wedding gown with you, you should know the dates that the person is having the wedding and wedding anniversary. Like,
so those moments,
you know, have them at heart, send them messages, probably gifts or something. And I can assure you that with time, they will always come back. Like anniversary time, baby christening, like, you know, because they will feel at home. They will feel like you
feel
care,
loved and cared. This is a big deal, because imagine somebody who's able to remember your birthday or special moments of your life, and they're able to call you or send you gifts. That's
so
really
sweet. And remember, retaining a client is even lesser difficult than getting a new client. Yeah, so you must always protect and guard the clients you have already before looking in for, because they are the people going to bring the referrals and the word of mouth and all that.
They will.
So
and even in fashion, it's so easy for you to attract new clients, especially when you have individuals that appreciate and love what you do. They'll always refer you to others. So you see people coming in. I've heard of a lot of stories with brands who have some kind of clientele based on just some few clients they worked on. And imagine you have these people, they go, they bring two more, then the whole thing is just getting bigger. So I think the personalized part is really important. And I feel not just fashion, but some global brands, they do this so well. Sometimes you go to some hotels or even some airlines, how they can personalize some little things, and you go like, I remember being given a perfume and all. I'm like, what is all these things? And you feel like, I need to fly with this airline again. So I think it really makes sense if we are really taking time to look at these bits with our businesses. It will enable us to thrive. Thank you so much. It's really been an incredible one with you, and we've learned a lot. Myself, I have a lot of pointers I'm going to look at, because we don't stop learning. We can always add more to get better.
But remember, not every business is good for, all clients, all persons, business owners, some of the businesses, you just have to let them go. Because in as much as you are considering your clients, your customers, you also have to think about yourself.
Your well-being.
Your well-being, your mental health is so important. Some of them can get you crazy. So
some of them are sent directly from hell.
From
hell to just come and then destroy what you are building.
Exactly. So right from the onset, I could be able to tell this will be a troublesome customer. And
so do you know, bringing this point, I even feel you really have to even be connected to whatever spirit, whether you're Christian, Islam, Hindu, Rastafarian, you need to be connected with what you believe that when you come into contact with some clients, you know, the spirit will tell you this is evil.
Yes.
And avoid him or her at that moment. And don't think twice.
Don't think twice. Not even the money, and save yourself
because some, they literally come in and you just don't know how. Everything just seems not to work.
Yes.
When you're trying to even help things, they just keep making things difficult at every stage of the process.
True. So you have to balance it. You're thinking about yourself, you're thinking about your customers, and you're growing your business. That's how it works.
You're totally right. Thank you so much for joining us on the Velvet Podcast. We've taken a lot of notes and we can't wait to start implementing. We are implementing them right away. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in to this enlightening episode of the Velvet Podcast. In my subsequent production, I will be bringing you an exclusive on how to design a well-structured contract, also how to organize a proper consultation. I'm here for you. I'm here to enable you, learn a lot in order to get your business to another level. Managing clients in our business is so challenging, especially in the fashion design business. But remember, challenges are meant to make you stronger, are meant to make you learn, and be more strategic is a pathway to grow in your fashion business. Thank you for joining me. I am Dr. Clement Asemnyra. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, and be sure to share the link of this video to your friends. Help another design friend to learn a thing or two. Don't be stingy. Tell a friend to tell another friend to come and subscribe to this amazing channel. And I'll see you in the next episode. Stay blessed.